Hello, everybody, and welcome to this morning's live assembly, looking at and learning all about the Lunar New Year. I'm so excited to have so many of you joining us. Everyone's still coming in now, so just as we're waiting for everybody to come in, if you could use the chat window to introduce yourselves, we'd love to know where you're from, who's joining us today. It's always lovely to see whereabouts you're joining us from, all around the UK. And I know sometimes we have some schools from outside the UK as well, which is really exciting. And I'll say a big hello to some of you. We've just reached 1,000, so there's 1,000 schools joining us so far, and lots of people using the chat to introduce yourselves. So we've got East Wickham, Wellington, Kent Year 6, hello to you. Um, we've got BH7 from Briarhill in Warwickshire, hello to you. Who else have we got? Ingro Primary School in Keighley. Damara School in Norfolk, hello to you. I can't say hello to everybody. I'll just do a couple more before we start. I've got Year 6, Cedar class in Lytham St Anne's. Big hello to you. Year 4 at Allington Primary School. A big hello to you. We've got people in Cardiff. We've got some schools in Scotland as well joining us. Hello, everybody. So we will be using the chat as we go through the session. So please do use the chat to think of any questions that you'd like to ask our special guests. Now, I won't be talking much in this session because we have got some very special guests joining us today who I'm going to introduce as we go through, and they'll be sharing some of their experiences with you for the Lunar New Year. So we've got Miss Calvino, Amber and her mum, who are joining us from Bracknell. We've got Miss Davy, Lisa and Ashley from Oakhampton joining us. And we've also got Miss Chan, who's a teacher joining us, who's going to share her experiences as well. So all of your questions we will go through at the end, and you can share those, but please do type them as we're going through. So if you've got any for anybody specifically as well as we're going through, you can ask those into the chat window. So just before we start with our first guest, what I would like to know from you is, what do you already know about the Lunar New Year? So what have you, maybe you've learned some things in school, and maybe you have read some news about it. What do you know already? And then hopefully you'll learn a lot more things today as well. Oh, wow, some of you are so quick typing into there. I'll give you a couple of moments to have a little chat and to have a little think about what you know, and then give your teachers a chance to type those responses in. Okay, so lots and lots of responses. Each year is a different animal. In China, they use line dances to represent the new year. It's the year of the horse. That's Miss Topham's class, thank you. Mrs. Laverty says fortune cookies are given. At Maiden's Primary School, we have said we learnt that there was a race to choose the animals, and disappointed that there's no cat. And somebody else says there are 12 animals, and this year is the year of the horse. And Popular Class has said everybody is born under an animal. Year 6 Drake has said they think that people maybe put money in red envelopes. Year 4 Woodchurch said people decorate with lanterns. There are dragon parades to celebrate. So lots of you know lots of things already. And Hepton Stall Junior and Infant School have said fireworks to scare off evil spirits. And the Mrs. Warrener's class have said the great race that started it all. So lots and lots of knowledge coming through there. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. And so hopefully some of you have asked some questions as well already in there. So hopefully some of those questions will get answered as well as we go through, and we learn lots of new things from our special guests. Okay, so we are now going to start with our first guest. I'm really excited to introduce Miss Chan today, who's going to be joining us. Thank you so much, Miss Chan, who's joining us from Kent. Thank you so much for joining us. So could you share with us a little bit about your experiences of the Lunar New Year?
Of course. Thank you so much for having me, and Happy New Year, or should I say, Gong Hei Fa Chai to all of those who speak Chinese on this call. Lunar New Year is very special for me and my family. We celebrate all together as a family, and we have a really big family. So just over the last weekend, about 70 of us piled in our nan's house, and we shared food together. We celebrated a lot of our traditions. We cooked together, and we handed out red envelopes, which inside has money in it. So I have a nice little collection going at home. Unfortunately, I can't open it until the new year is over. So I need to wait a little bit longer. My family, we are from Hong Kong. So we speak Cantonese there, and we have cooked a lot of delicious dishes, including some dumplings, noodles, fish, all that represent and symbolize good fortune for us as we enter the new year. I have seen some of the comments. You are correct. We also wear special clothes, we wear red, we also clean our house before the new year, and we believe we are sweeping away the bad luck, so to welcome good fortune as the new year approaches. For myself, I love to cook, and I love to cook with my dad, so we made dumplings, gaozi, and we put filling in it. So ours, we had vegetable, we also had pork inside, and we made something called ningao, which is a sweet treat, and we cook a lot of sweet things to offer our ancestors. We burn incense as well, to offer our gratitude and to remember our family heritage as well. So thank you for having me on, and I will be staying for the question and answer at the end if you do have any.
Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, we've already got some questions coming in. So if you keep an eye on the chat as well, and then if there's any you particularly would like to answer, that would be great. Okay, so our next guests, we are joined by Amber and her mum. Thank you so much for coming on. And they have put together this wonderful presentation for you, which I'll move through the slides, but I'm so excited for you to join us, and thank you so much for putting this presentation together and for sharing your experiences today.
Thank you. Thank you. So good morning. And my name is Grace. We are also from Hong Kong, so we are very happy here. Nice to meet you all. We are here to share some fun facts about Chinese New Year, as in Lunar New Year. So next.
We welcomed Chinese New Year last Tuesday, 17th of February. It's the biggest festival that we celebrate with family and friends. We enjoy lots of delicious food, and most importantly, we gather together to welcome a lucky new year.
Next, please. So there are lots of tradition we need to follow. Guess you do not know most of these. Like we do not cut or wash our hair, since the word hair is a homophone of getting rich. Thus, we do not want to wash or cut it away during Chinese New Year.
Our family will clean the house before the new year. Since we want to have a clean house to welcome all the good luck this day, thus no sweeping or throwing away rubbish. You might sweep away your good luck.
So another fun tradition, since we do not want to cut our luck or fortune, no scissors are allowed in the house during Chinese New Year, for it could cut your good fortune away.
If you often nap, don't do it on the New Year's Day. It means lazy or sick. Just stay active and have fun with your families and friends. Adults usually play mahjong. Kids play board games together.
So choosing the right food is to eat is very important. We avoid eating porridge since it means poor. If we eat fish, I saw some of your comments that you know also that remember to leave some behind. Don't finish the whole fish as it means extra money for next year.
We say a lot of greetings to families and friends during Chinese New Year, wishing each other good health, good luck, but some words we need to avoid, like death or illness. It may bring bad luck to each other.
So out of all the traditions about Lunar New Year, red packets are definitely the most popular one amongst kids. All the adults who are married will give you red packets, and it has to be in even numbers since it's lucky. Kids love to use the money for their favorite toys or comics after Chinese New Year.
The night before New Year, we stay up late for the night, for it scares away the sway monster, and it also means wishing our parents long life.
We celebrate Chinese New Year till day 15. It's also the Chinese Valentine's Day on that day, which is on the 3rd of March. So let's be kind, eat lots of yummy food, and have lots of luck for the year of horse.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. And there's so much information in there and so many interesting things. And we've had so many questions that have arisen from that, which we will come to. So thank you so much for sharing. What a fantastic presentation. Now, our next guests have had some technical difficulties joining us, but I've got their slides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the pictures in them because I know there's a really nice video as well that we'll watch before we go to the questions. But have a little think about your questions as I'm going through these. Oh, Amber, did you want to do a little quiz just before we move on?
Yes. Just few questions just to see if you understand. So, Amber.
Fun time. Let's have a quiz to test your knowledge about Chinese New Year's tradition. Which one is correct here?
So, do you know, is the first one you should sweep the floor on New Year's Day, or cutting hair means bring good luck, or the number 3, leave some fish means extra money? So I'm seeing a lot of us typing in from the chat. And then the answer is yes, number 3 is correct. Leaving some fish means extra money. You guys are paying attention. Very good. Well done.
Well done. Lots of correct answers there. Well done.
Yeah.
Good listening. They're still coming through. Thank you very much for sharing those, and well done, everybody. One more question.
Yeah, we have a couple of more. So which one is the luckiest gift? Is it wet envelope, blue, or green? I guess this one is quite obvious. Yay, and the answer is red. Yes, definitely. We wear a lot of reds. We use a lot of reds during Chinese New Year, so because it means lucky to us.
Well done, everybody.
So last quick fire questions. So is even numbers lucky or unlucky? Let's see if everyone knows. Lucky, yay. So yeah, we prefer even numbers. So that's why we give like in even, we give out our red packets in even numbers. So how about this one? If you pay attention, should you nap on New Year's Day? Now you know that you shouldn't nap on New Year's Day. Amber's sister actually very enjoy a lot of napping. But then during New Year, definitely no napping. And last but not least, should you use happy words or others? Happy words, for sure. Yes. So you guys definitely pay attention. Thank you so much. That's our quiz. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well done, everybody. That showed brilliant listening. You've remembered all of that really well. And so, as I said, Miss Davy, Lisa and Ashley aren't on the call, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of their pictures, and then I'll talk through some of them, and then there's a little bit of a video as well. So this is Chengdu, where Ashley's family are from. So there's some photos from here. And it's traditionally the hub for Western China. There's some lovely photos for you to look at. And the surrounding area is known as the Land of Abundance. And you can see there's lots and lots of produce from all the land. And it's also a city of gastronomy because of all the wonderful food. And you can see there all of the herbs and spices. So the question, what is the land of abundance? So the land of abundance will mean there's lots and lots and lots of produce there. There's lots and lots of food available because the land is really good for growing lots of food. And lots of different photos of food. And Chengdu is associated with the country's national symbol, the panda, as it's home to the research base of giant panda breeding. Some lovely photos of pandas there. Some wonderful photos from these are all from their trip. And then these are all of the animals of the Chinese New Year. So I'll leave this on the screen for a second, and you can see, if you look in the middle of the wheel, you can see all of the years. So you can look at the year that you were born, and you can see which animal you are. And you can share in the chat which animal some of you are. Oh, hello, and we've got Miss Davy has joined us. Hello.
Hello, sorry. We've
No
been in.
problem at all. Don't worry. We've been talking through some of your slides, and we've just got to this one. I can go. So I know there were some of them that I'm sure you had lots of things to say, and so I won't go back through all of them, but I'll go back through a couple of them, and you can talk us through them. That would be wonderful. So if we go back to the pandas, we were talking about the pandas. Did you want to share something about the pandas?
Yeah, so we lived in Chengdu in Sichuan, and that's where the pandas are, aren't they? Oh, so pan. There you go.
Pandas mean 熊猫 in Chinese.
That's how you say pandas. Yeah, 熊猫. So the pandas. Now for New Year, so before we lived in mainland China, where the other guests were in Hong Kong. And so slightly same sort of tradition, slightly different words, but again, before New Year, you'll see decorations everywhere. And what color are they?
Red. And red means luck and happiness.
So people would go and buy their decorations. And what does that remind you of?
Christmas.
Yeah, just like Christmas. We would decorate our houses at Christmas, and the Chinese would decorate their houses at New Year. And also the streets are all decorated as well. And what other things do people do?
They clean their houses to get rid of dirt and rubbish.
Yeah, so you clean houses, get new clothes, usually red clothes, perhaps. And the animals, yeah, everyone's already talked about the animals, that each year has a different animal. So actually we'll tell you what class you're in, which animal you might be.
If you're in reception, you're a rat or an ox. If you're in year 1, you're a pig or a rat. If you're in year 2, you're a dog or a pig. If you're in year 3, you're a dog or a rooster. If you're in year 4, you're a rooster or a monkey. If you're in year 5, you're a monkey or a goat. If you're in year 6, you're a goat or a horse.
A goat or a horse if you're in year 6. So if you're in year 6 and your birthday is in September, October, November, or December, it means you are a horse, which means this year is your year. So that's very special. And it will tell you which animal you are, what your characteristics are. Other decorations that people use are, they put some, what do they put around the doors? they put some red words, some trunlian around the door, so it goes all around the door frame, and they'll have different messages of luck and happiness. And this one is often put on the front door. And what does this one mean?
Fu means good fortune.
It means good fortune or luck. And how do we say arrive in Chinese?
Dao.
And how do we say upside down?
Dao.
So the word for upside down and arrive is the same. Dao sounds the same. So often people will put it upside down to show that luck is arriving. People will also go, dumplings, food was mentioned. So fish, what food do people eat?
Dumplings, fish, noodles, and that means a long life.
Noodles are like long life. So each food has a different sort of meaning. We like to make jiaozi, dumplings. What are these? This was mentioned as well.
Hong bao. And hong means red and bao means envelope.
And what's inside?
Money.
Money. So the first guest talked about her money. Yeah, people often give money, or sometimes you give tea or fruit, but the hong baos are really important. We've got just decoration, horse decorations. You made this one, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
People also go to temples to make wishes for the year. And what other things do people do?
They play
mahjong.
mahjong,
A traditional Chinese game.
and drink tea. Nowadays, people watch a special TV show or go on holiday to travel.
Yeah, lots of people will travel now as well. It's a big travel time. So for us here, so we lived in China. I was there for 10 years. She was there until she was 2. Now we're in England. So our main thing that we do now is this, making dumplings. But it takes a long time. It takes a long time to make them, but we can enjoy eating them. Yeah. Okay. And Ashley's just going to finish. This is a traditional Chinese poem, which Ashley will finish by saying. We've got the English down there, but she will read the Chinese poem.
How do sheng zhong yi sui chu cheng feng song ran wu tu su chen men wan hu tong tong re zong ba xin tao wan zhou fu.
Very good.
Wow,
say.
thank you so much. That was wonderful. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. That was so interesting. That was just great. And we did have a video. Do you want to introduce the video for me to play?
Yeah, so fireworks are a big part of Chinese New Year too, to scare away the monster in the end that have been mentioned before. The sound would scare the monster away. So we'd have fireworks everywhere. But now it's starting to change a bit, and a lot of cities, this is the city Chongqing, actually use drone lights instead. So they're quite interesting to watch.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So that was all drones.
Yeah.
Wow, what an incredible show. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much for sharing all of that information as well. So now we've had all of our guests share all of their information and their stories. And I know as we've been going through the session, there's been lots and lots of questions in the chat. So we will go through to some of those now. And I know I just spotted a few questions while you were talking about the dumplings. Quite a few people were asking what the fillings were inside the dumplings.
Well, the ones that we made, yeah. What did we put in?
Celery, meat.
Yeah, pork. So usually pork, and then we had some with celery in, some with mushroom, but pork and celery, pork and mushroom.
And was it basil?
Coriander, pork and coriander. But pork is the main bulk of it, and then whatever other vegetable in with it.
That sounds lovely. It's making me very hungry. Thank you for sharing that. And questions, and these can be for any of our guests. So feel free to turn your cameras on. Does anybody know about how the animals were chosen?
Race.
I think I am not sure. Maybe Miss Davy side.
The race, well, there was the race with all the animals. How they chose the animals, I'm not so sure of that. I would guess maybe each sort of represents a different characteristic. So it seemed like a nice mix of different character traits. And then they had a big race, and then the order that they came in the race is the order that we go through them. It's the same 12 each time.
And I heard a side story that why the cat is not inside because she's lazy. She didn't want the race, so she didn't count cat.
That's interesting. There's a few people asking about mentioning the cat. That's very interesting. Let's have a look at some of the other questions. So somebody asked Mrs. Warner's class, if you're born on the Lunar New Year day, are you considered to be lucky?
I guess so, because like all the luck, everything is good, perfect for day one for the Chinese New Year, for the Lunar New Year day. So yeah, definitely. And then like back in Hong Kong where I live, the news will report who is the first born child on the Lunar New Year day. So it's definitely lucky.
And this is a question that probably all of you could answer. We'll start with Miss Chan. What's your favourite tradition for the Lunar New Year?
Mine would definitely be making food with family. I'm a big foodie, so all of the food that has been mentioned in this presentation, we have made everything this year. And what's great is coming together with family where you don't normally meet up with your extended family. Quite often you get to catch up with them, and you're wearing nice clothes, bright clothes. So it's just a really good time of celebration and to welcome in the new year.
Thank you. And we'll go to Amber. Would you like to share yours?
What do you like about Chinese New Year? I guess for us, it's definitely gather together with our family. Just like what Miss Chen mentioned, it's the time that togetherness is very important. And then we usually go to one house to another one just to kind of greet each other. So it's really a good time just to celebrate togetherness. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great. And Lisa and Ashley.
It isn't really about Chinese New Year, but I guess my birthday.
Oh, is it that time?
But yeah, being with family as well. Although when we were in China, we didn't have our blood family with us. They were in England, so we had our new Chinese family, and we would spend time with them. And then definitely the dumplings.
That's lovely. And then we'll just finish with one question just before we end the session. And a few people are asking about the event itself in China. Is it does it last all day? Does everybody get to stay up late? Are children off school? How does it actually work? Lisa and Ashley, do you want to answer that one?
Yeah, they have a long holiday. It's up to a month sometimes, so from school. So they have a nice long holiday. But then the actual celebrations are about 2 weeks. So they've got the New Year's Eve, which is the really important meal, and then the fireworks. And it's the holiday or the celebrations last up to 2 weeks, and they finish at Lantern Festival, which is another. Well, it's kind of all part of the same thing, but Lantern Festival marks the end of Spring Festival, Chinese New Year. Yeah, it's definitely a school holiday.
Thank you. Just a very quick one to finish. Because this year it's the fire horse. And one thing we haven't talked about is where does the element of the fire come from?
No
Hi,
idea.
if you would.
Hi, Miss
Go
Chan.
ahead.
No, I have no idea.
Well, the fire horse. Well, the Chinese believe in the 5 elements, so the wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So this year it is the fire element, which means the fire horse is representing energy, independence, confidence, and those of you who are born in it, an adventurous spirit. So there's that intensity and passion this year, those of you who are born in this year. And culturally, we say that men are born in the fire horse year are believed to inherit courage and energy. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, that was it. That was a brilliant explanation. Yeah, thank you very much for explaining that to us. I will end the session now because I know lots of people have got to get back to their other lessons in school. But I just want to say a really, really huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us today. You have been absolutely wonderful, and I've learned so much, and I know everybody else has too. And there's some lovely comments coming through, just saying thank you to everybody for joining us. So thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a brilliant rest of your day. So say a big goodbye to everybody, and a thank you for joining.